If you want a quick 15-minute chicken dish during the week, take out a boneless, skinless chicken breast and throw it on the grill. But if you want real flavor, start with bone-in chicken breast. This episode, we're going to look at bone-in chicken in a different light. We're going to cook it differently with a 2-zone heating method. We're going to use a brine to help keep it moist. And then we're going to throw in some spices and a little glaze to give it lots of different flavor characteristics. This one will make you a hero at your house. Listen to my voice. I'm Southern and I'm going to use buttermilk for something. Buttermilk is the main ingredient when it comes to fried chicken, but it also is a fabulous base as a marinade or a brine for anything poultry-wise that you put on the grill. There's some acidity which adds flavor, but it also helps to tenderize. It's going to help you as far as moisture is concerned. This recipe actually calls for 4 large chicken breasts, but I want you to understand that you can use any chicken part piece that you need here. So we've got some drumsticks, we've got some wings, we've got a tablespoon of kosher salt in the bag over here. We're going to put in a cup of buttermilk, and then we're going to start loading the bag up with our chicken pieces. Now, if you've been doing, like boneless, skinless chicken breast and that kind of stuff, you don't know how much flavor goes into having this bone on. So I really encourage you to try this with the bone. Okay, so we've got it loaded up. Now, I'm lazy. I do not like to clean bowls up. So I'm going to mix my marinade in the bag. Just one less thing to have to deal with later on. Stick this in the fridge, leave it overnight, and you're ready to go the next day. All right, we've brought the chicken out that we've been marinating overnight in that buttermilk mixture, and I'm patting it dry. Why pat dry? Remember, that helped to caramelize and sear a little bit faster. Now, remember, this is sort of a fried chicken take, so we've got some 11 herbs and spices here, not necessarily the kernels, but we're going to sprinkle them over the chicken just for some extra flavor as well. You don't have to be too perfect about this. This is a good spice blend, so even a little bit's going to season the chicken up pretty good. So we've been preheating our grill for about 15 minutes or so with all 3 of the burners on in this case. Now, we're going to do a combination cooking, a 2-zone fire, both direct and indirect, and it's really easy to set up. We're going to go over here. We're going to turn the middle burner and the back burner off. So basically there's going to be no direct heat at the back of this grill. We're going to put the chicken on, but we're going to put it in this portion of the grill. This is where we still have direct heat because we're trying to get a nice good sear out of there and develop that caramelization that we've been talking about in all the videos so far. Okay, we got a pretty good amount of chicken on here. At this point, we're going to close the lid, let it sit for a couple minutes, and I'm going to go wash up. I had to jump out here early and turn the little chicken wing pieces over, but we're going to turn the bigger things like the drumsticks and the breast. See how we're getting some nice caramelization, nice sear going on this side? This is what we want. This will add flavor later on. So about 2 more minutes on this side and we're going to be okay. All right, that was fast internet time, right? It's been a couple of minutes. Now we're going to put the chicken pieces back over the indirect heat, which remember these back 2 burners. It's going to slowly roast. And I'm bringing the chicken wing pieces sort of towards the front, so we'll nibble on these while the others finish cooking. Okay, chicken's been on there for about 40 minutes in our indirect heat method, and I've got a feeling that it's either close to done or done. This is great. We have wonderful skin, nicely caramelized spices all the way around. We're going to have good juicy meat that's not overcooked. Let's double check the thing with our meat thermometer. Let's just put it right here. We've got 164, 165. That's dead perfect. That's exactly what we want. This is going to give us nice moist breast meat. Now, let's gill the lily just a little bit. I've got some of my favorite barbecue sauce right here. So we're just going to do a very light coat, just to sort of give it one little extra added taste bonus. And after I've done that, I like to bring it forward over direct heat quickly because we don't want to overcook it too much. Put the lid down, count about 60 seconds out, it'll glaze and we're ready to go. Pull your chicken off the grill and platter it. Let it sit for about 5 minutes. It lets the juices recirculate so that the moisture doesn't immediately explode as soon as you bite into it. I also like to drizzle a little more sauce on there. And one of the reasons I really do these chicken wing pieces is because, you know, I'm going to get this for me first. This will make you a hero right here.